Okay, first things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. I'm the creator of Illuminous 4K screen paint using ambient light rejection, technology game times 4 and 5. Now, we do a ton of demonstrations showing off our screens outside, inside with tons of ambient light. I mean, our screens are just designed to take on a ton of ambient light and it's designed to not leave you in the dark. So let me explain something to you here. Now, a majority of my customers do not want to be getting up searching where the coffee table is. They want to be in a well-lit environment. They want their friends in a well-lit environment. They want their kids in a well-lit environment. They want to be able to watch TV and everything, use it much like they're going to use a TV. But for those of you out there who have those dedicated home theater setups and you're going to be sitting in the dark because that's the way your setup is set up to begin with, I'm going to show you, even if you have a projector of 12,000 to 1, and if you have a projector of 20,000 to 1 when it comes to contrast, and I've seen you on ABS forums, I've seen you on group sites over on our projector home theater group sites over on Facebook, and I have seen beautiful setups, but I've seen the same thing, that gray and white screen. And that's the reason why when they show up the screen with the lights on, of course, you're going to turn the lights on because you want to see exactly the setup, the money they spent, the speakers and the chairs and everything. They want to show all that off, and they'll have the projector on, and you'll see it have an image like this, a kind of light image like this around the screen. That's because the only way that screen is going to activate, they have to be in the dark. But since it's a dedicated theater setup, then it's a given. So I'm going to show you, even with the lights out, how you are not achieving contrast. Now, the projector I'm using behind me is an NEC projector. This projector is an MP1150. This projector right here has a 600 or 801 contrast. I got to look that up. I know it's an XGA 3700 lumen projector and about 3700 lumens. Yeah, it sits around 12 feet, of course, 720p, but it sits around 12 feet, 4 inches from my screen. I'm going to show you, even with the lights out, how you are not getting true contrast. So here we are in pitch black darkness, as you can see. And I can show you. Now, as you see in the demonstration, some people think if they get a projector of 37 or high lumens, they're going to achieve contrast. Some people think if they have a projector that comes with a very high contrast capability, they're going to achieve contrast. You're just not going to get it. Keep in mind that a white screen will always have higher white levels because it is white. A black screen will always have better contrast because it is black. With our technology, our black screens can produce higher white levels, where in a white screen, it cannot produce contrast at all. A gray screen has the ability to produce a little bit better contrast than a white screen, but never will come equal to a black screen, where white levels on a gray screen will be a little bit higher because it's lighter, and it should be higher than a black screen, but tad lower than a white screen. Kind of follow me here? It gets a little twisted here when you try to figure all this out. So a gray screen will have tad higher contrast when it comes to a white screen. And when it comes to a black screen, it will have a tad higher white level when it comes to a black screen. But this technology we developed, we can produce amazing high white levels, which we can make our screens equal to gray screens. But we can do something a gray screen can't do. We can actually produce true 100% black contrast, something gray screens and white screens cannot do. As you're seeing right here, nice star-filled demonstration. This is one of the hardest demonstrations to pull off lights on or off on any screen. Now, black screens, yes, can pull this off. But one of the demonstrations I'm going to show you in the next one to come, we have a little setup over here. This is all painted with flat black paint. And in the middle, we have a Supreme 7. As I said, Supreme 7 is a different shade of black. They're not the same as any other black. They have a different shade. Right here, this is actually Supreme. This is actually the big screen right here is actually a superior ambient light rejection technology using technology times 4. And you can see the difference. But that's everyday black paint right there. And we'll do demonstrations strictly showing white snow scenes on this, just to show you how high the white levels are on that black technology. But yes, those of you who have home theater setups and in the dark and you're thinking, gee whiz, I'm getting the best when it comes to my screen, you're not. If you got a white screen and you're watching this with the lights out, that's the complexion you're getting off a white screen. I don't care how high power your projector is, that's what you're getting. This is what it should look like. And if you have a gray screen, a camera over here, that's what you're getting. But you think you're getting contrast. You're not getting contrast. You're not getting the black levels. That's black levels right there. That's true contrast. All right. Hope you enjoyed the demonstration. I got to